So out there in the comment world, if you can let me know that, that would be great. You know, I apologize on the Rio Sports Live behalf here. So I think we are able to fix the audio. Sorry we had to do that. Sometimes systems do that, and we had to think quickly on our feet, and I think we did by rebooting. So that one goes foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the count. We're in the bottom of the second inning, just to catch you up. Harley Elam with a solo shot in the top of the first. Then Jackie Callejo with the RBI single. Gave him up 2-0 in the first. Here we go. Looks ball 2 outside. Then you had Leticia Nunez hitting a single where Sidney Salinas was able to come on in as well. So that's the 3-0 lead right now. Mariah Vasquez batting for the Eagles. Looks at ball low. It's a full house here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. All right, puts that one in play, hits it over to Sophie. Sophie shoots it on over to first for the first out of the inning. Now batting number 14, Amanda Ramos. This is the third baseman here. On deck is number 7, Alyssa Burge. Shortstop. Ramos going to try to do something here for the Eagles. And she's going to look at strike 1 right in the inside corner. Moreno coming with some high heat. Moreno looking over, the coach gets the sign and is ready to pitch. Here's the offering. Looks at ball 1, little low and outside it looks like. I'm not the one wearing the blue to make the calls here. I'm just doing the play-by-play here for you. That's a job I do not envy, the umpires. Amanda gets that one inside her hands, and that's out. Number 2. Brings up the bat now the shortstop, number 7, Alyssa Burge. Little freshman. Second baseman Liz Solis, number 20, is on deck. She looks at ball in the dirt. Now Burge is one of the freshman phenoms for the Eagles, who came in and made an immediate impact for them and is now the starting shortstop. Takes strike 1 in the inside corner, 1-1 on the count. Burge gets this one, and that's going to go foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That's the long strike, like we said in baseball terms when I played. Moreno is ahead with 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Pitch comes in, the sign that is, and here's the offering. And Bird's going to take that one on the outside corner. Making it now 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is very close for Comfort to take there from up here. And the offering. Puts that one in play, hits over to the second baseman. Second baseman makes the play for out number 3. All right, folks, so now that we have the audio, that's 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first and the bottom of the second for the Hornets. So now they're coming up to see here in the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be back shortly after these messages. Real Sports Live. Real Sports Live, and we're back to the action. Isabella Perez is now batting. Number 9, the catcher. She takes strike 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. That one's hit high in the sky. First baseman makes a run at it. So does the catcher. And there's miscommunication there again, just like the last game that I did. And so in that instant, you can see the first baseman coming for it, and so does the catcher. And I guess at the bottom of your eye, you can see the other person there. So it's just challenging. You got to communicate. One of the coach's pet peeves. 1 ball, 2 strikes there. So Pettis gets another opportunity here. Sarah still ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the offering. That one's hit, and that goes foul ball territory into the stands. And that young man did not drop his nachos, so let's look at the positives there. Young lady almost lost her cotton candy, though. I did see that. Here we go. Pettis will do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks at ball 2 outside. 2-2 on the count. This one goes foul back, and we're going to do it again, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pettis stays alive. Here's the offering. Swing and a miss on the curve for out number 1 there. Now the other pitcher, number 17, Jade Moreno, gets in the box. Taking on Sarah Gonzalez, the other pitcher in the circle. Sarah on the rubber, and here is her first offering to Moreno. That one put in play. Deep in the hole, throws it across the diamond, and what a scoop by the first baseman. What a play right there by the shortstop. Sorry to see if I was able to get that on instant replay here. Got all of that one. I'm glad we're able to get that recording. So that makes it now 2 outs. Sarah settled down a bit there and starts off with a strike. Starts ahead. Hornets still have the 3-0 lead right now in the top of the third with 2 outs. This is Callejo batting. Last at bat, a hard single up the middle. As I said when she was a kid, and our travel ball team called her Jackie Chan. Shout out to the Callejos, the parental units of Jackie. That one goes fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Sarah gets ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Just misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's in the dirt.
Number 14, Sydney Salinas.
Brings up Sydney Salinas. I believe that was ball 4 then. Gave her the walk. Salinas comes into bat with 1 runner on. Looks at the ball outside. Got a hit at last at bat. Looks at that one high. 2-0 on the count. Ryan Vasquez goes on over to talk to Sarah Gonzalez in the circle. Sarah takes a deep breath and gets on the rubber. Now she's on there, and here's a delivery here to Sydney. Sydney hits this one to right field, and the right fielder's going to converge. That one goes foul. A little out of her reach there. 2 balls, 1 strike there for the right fielder. That's a long run for her. Gives it 2 balls, 1 strike on the count. Hits that one foul. We're now 2-2 on the count with 2 outs. Jackie on over at first. Here's the offering. Swing and a miss on the rise ball for strike number 3. Makes it 3 outs. So it's still 3-0. Now we're headed into the bottom of the first inning. Runner is stranded on over at first. And we'll be back shortly after these messages for the Eagles. Birds, Solis, and then Peel. So we'll be back shortly correction, Solis. And then number 19 and Cavazos will be batting as well. So we'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors. Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. See, on the system, I'm looking at rebooted it, and it switched back to the old commercials. So I have to go and switch that again like I did last time. This Solis now batting. Takes the first pitch, swing and a miss. Solis is playing second base. Filling in for the other, for a second baseman. T. Maldonado. That one goes foul. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. The Eagles are trying to find that little spark of some sorts to get the hits going. Hornets have found their niche with 6 hits to none in favor of course, of the Hornets at this time. And we're in the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Actually, Eagles looking for their first runner of the game right here in the bottom of the 3rd. They've been hitless. Hits that one foul to Coach Salinas. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Liz Solis is battling there. Trying to do what she can to get on base for the Eagles. The pitcher, number 19, Sarah Gonzalez, is on deck. Here's the sign. Here's the offering. That one's a low speed. Sidney, the third baseman, converges and makes a nice little grab over there for out number 1, right in front of the third base dugout, right in front of the Eagles.
Number 19, Sarah Gonzalez.
Now pitcher on pitcher, Moreno versus Gonzalez. This time Moreno is in the circle and Gonzalez is in the box. First time they face off each other in the opposite way, that is. Eagles barely getting to the bottom of their lineup here in 2.5 innings. 2 1/3, that is. She looks at strike 1. Now that one just misses the outside corner, making it 1-1. That one paints the corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moreno works ahead, making it 1-2 on the count. And here's the offering. Strike 3, looking there. Makes it now 2 outs.
Number 18, Anina Cavazos.
Brings up now the batter, the DP. Number 18, Manina Cavazos. So he's going to try to get the first hit for the Eagles here. And here's the offering. Now a little delayed call there, but he did call the strike on the outside corner. Moreno does a great job of hitting her spots. And goes inside on her. And quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. Just takes that one player to do something for the team, and that's what happened for Flower Bluff earlier in the game. That one taken outside. That one had nice little movement, off-speed pitch, goes just a bit outside for a 1-2 on the count. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a swing and a miss for out number 3. And once again, Moreno has a no-hitter right now through 3 complete innings, 3 up, 3 down for the whole lineup for the Eagles. And we'll be back shortly after these messages from our sponsors.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Throws it down. Hey! See you later.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Now Chris does his job, gets the audio back going and the right commercials.
Kicking off for the Hornets, number 5, Lauren Fuller.
Now into the top of the 4th inning. Lauren Fuller is batting, number 5. Right now, Bluff with a 3-0 lead. Looks at ball 1. This young lady last at bat did a sack bunt. Looks at 2-0. Foul tip there. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Pretty good crowd in hand for this game. Now, I'd like to see when we go to Flower Bluff, it's a little smaller stadium seating. So I believe it's only 2 parents allowed per player, 2 tickets per player, that is. So that one's going to be fully packed over there. That's foul ball. Good crowd fouling for the Hornets as well as for the Eagles. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on the count now. And the offering. A bit high and outside. Brings it now full house. And the offering, here it is. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Number 6, Leticia Nunez now batting. Last time was a fielder's choice, it looked like. That one goes down into the ground there for ball 1. Now, if you want to say it correctly, it's down into the turf. As I was saying, down in the dirt earlier here. But it is turf. That goes foul ball, 1-1 on the count now. And the pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Makes it now 2 balls, 1 strike. A little grunting from the stands, but basically this umpire has been consistent both ways. Calling that outside pitch sometimes a ball, sometimes a strike, so it is what it is, you know. That one goes foul ball into the third base dugout area. Two and two in the count, 1 out. She's on the rubber, and here is the offering. Off speed, this one goes back into the netting. And we're going to do it again. And the pitch swung on, and that one goes into foul ball territory. Nunez just a little ahead of it. Looked like an off-speed pitch, and she just got her hands up through there a little too quick ahead of the ball. Didn't let it travel enough. That's whenever you hear the term let it travel. But as a hitter, you see it as a beach ball. You said, I'm going to hit this as hard as I can. At least that was my mentality in baseball times back in the day. 2 and 2 in the count, 1 out. And here is the offering now from Sarah. Nunez gets it. This one goes foul back into the stands. And one of the fans looked like he was doing a little volleyball hit into the net. I wouldn't do that with a softball, a little harder. And that kid in the stands has a good arm, throws it in. He's thrown it in twice now. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to do it again. Strike 3 called.
Number 3, Serena Juarez.
She caught her looking right there. So you see on Facebook Live, you want to put a shout out to anyone you're supporting. Looks at ball 1. You can put it in the comments and we'll read them out there aloud for you. And if you want to do any type of advertising here, as you see in the commercials, contact Joe Gomez at 361-220-5331. And that one goes foul. 1 and 1 on the count. And this is Serena Juarez. And the pitch. That was inside. Burge converts. Does a little razzle-dazzle and makes the catch for out number 3. And we're now headed into the bottom of the 4th. That was the first 3 up, 3 down, or second 3 up, 3 down, that is, for Sarah Gonzalez. Actually, the first one, that is. Looking at my notes here. So we'll be back here shortly for the top of the lineup for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 4th. Cassie Cavasso leading off.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. It's the top of the order here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it's Shelby Peel, first at bat. Had a strikeout. Moreno has been hitless. Swings at strike 1. One of the Eagles here trying to break the no-hitter here in the bottom of the 4th. Not an easy thing to do in softball, so Moreno's doing a great job thus far. This one goes foul. She's ahead now. No balls, 2 strikes. Last at bat, Moreno went to the right hitter's box, a little past the line, and Shelby went for it on the strike 3 call, or actually the swing, that is. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. Rise ball lays off it for ball 1. The Eagles trying to muster up something here in the bottom of the 4th. This one's hit over the shortstop area. Sophie's going back. And that's going to be dropped. Almost an amazing catch right there. I mean, just on the effort there by the left fielder. That's mad respect right there. And that was Lauren Fuller on full speed mode trying to get that one. And that's going to be... Actually scored a hit because it's not your standard catch. It is a challenging catch, so it is going to be scored a hit. So there goes the no-hitter, and there is Cassie Cavazos now out to bat. Takes ball 1. Her last at bat popped up to the catcher in foul ball territory. Rosie Cantu out there. Let's go, Shelby. Let's get the bats going. Courtney Peel, way to go, Shelby Peel. That's sister over there at Texas A&M grad. Also hits this one foul into the netting. Now Flower Bluff looking a lot different than they did last Friday, taking on Carroll at their house. And then the Eagles look a lot different than how they did taking on Carroll as well in the hitting aspect. Bunt puts down, and that's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Moreno is a hit. Jazz Canales is on deck, number 5. Now Rosie says, let's go Cassie girl on the comments. Sorry, I'm reading at an angle, that's why it comes out like that. I'm just glad we got the audio going. Video is great on a great Tuesday afternoon. Cavazos pops this one up into foul ball territory again. Sydney with the easy grab. Route number 1.
Pitcher, Jasmine Canales.
Now batting is number 5, Jazz Canales, the catcher. On deck is number 8, Mariah Vasquez. Over on first is Shelby Peel. Who broke the no-no. And here's the offering to Jazz. She takes that one, and that one's going to go inside-out swing, and that one's going to go foul ball territory. Serena Juarez is the first baseman over there. Left-handed. Ball 1 low, 1-1 on the count. A little over 30 viewers out there in the Facebook world. Thanks for tuning on to Real Sports Live. That one's hit up the middle, and that one's going to get through for a base hit. So that now puts runners on first and second with 1 out. So now coming to bat is number 8, Mariah Vasquez, the first baseman. On deck is number 14, Amanda Ramos. Mariah trying to do something for her Eagles here with a runner on the scoring position at second with some good speed. And here's the first pitch to Mariah. Ball 1 outside. Good throw down to second. Makes it very close. Tremendous throw and a tremendous tag. I mean, inches away from being called out. Peel got noticed over there in second. And here's another pitch to her. 1 ball, no strikes. This one goes deep center, and this one has a chance. And the ball game is tied. It is 3-3 on a 3-run bomb by Mariah Vasquez. That one hit deep center field. And that'll clear the bases and tie it up. So just like that, tied ball game. Now batting is the third baseman, number 14, Amanda Ramos. And she's going to look at ball 1. Ball 2, high and inside. Haley Sanez puts a big old yes there. Strike 1 call in the inside corner. Good job, Mariah, she says, our ex-pitcher. Playing up in Prairie View A&M. Shout out to Haley Salinas. Alma Tobias said, come on, Amanda, keep it going. And Rosie says that too. Now Amanda gets into this one. This one goes into the left field. That's going to hit the wall. Amanda's going to go 2. She's going to try. There's a throw at second. And she is going to be in there for a slide-in double. Now the bats have come alive for the Eagles. It is now 3-3. It is the bottom of the fourth inning, that is, correction. There is one out. Coach calls time from Flower Bluff. So I just want to tell you all that very good, well-coached teams, both squads, the Hornets and the Eagles, and just tremendous players, student athletes out there on the field, giving it their all. The Hornets took the commanding lead at 3-0, 3-0 that is, within the first 2 innings, and were hitless, the Eagles that was, until the bottom of the 4th inning when Shelby Peel starts it off with a single. Cavazos did hit a little foul ball caught by Sydney Salinas in the third base area. Canales with a single puts 2 young ladies on, and then Mariah comes and clears the bases with a 3-run jack to center field. And now Amanda Ramos follows up with a sliding double. And now batting is number 7, the freshman, Alyssa Burge, the shortstop. Here's your quick recap right there. And here we are with 1 out. Moreno in the circle. Gets her signs from her coach. And the offering, she looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Moreno's got tremendous movement on the ball. I can give her that right there. She had the bats just offset for the Eagles in the first 3 innings. And so because of that, they were hitless. But Moreno is a tremendous pitcher. That's why she's in the circle. And here comes her second offering ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Just misses low and outside. Make it at 1-1 on the count. And the pitch. Ball 2 a little high. Throws to second. Amanda just gets back on time. Isabella Perez. Tremendous arm there as a catcher. Not afraid to throw it on the second. Burge gets into this one. This one's high in the air into left field. Center fielder backing up the left fielder. Good communication there for the out number 2. Brings up to bat now the second baseman, number 20, Liz Solis.
20, Liz Solis.
Moreno has settled down. Now has 2 outs with a runner still in scoring position. Now Liz trying to do that chop down slap that is. You know, just slapping period is very difficult in itself. And then trying to slap down and, you know, power slap, soft slap. There's so many different terms in the slapping realm. Here's the offering to her. Hits that one just foul. Sydney is well on the line there, so anything down the line, Sydney has a great opportunity of getting that ball there at third. She goes down quickly, no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. It seems like Moreno has taken a deep breath, has relaxed, and as a pitcher, you have to do that. You have to do that. You have to have mental toughness as a pitcher, short-term memory, and that's exactly what Moreno has done. She settled down, got the quick second out, and now she's up ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. On the rubber, and here comes the offering. Gets her swinging, strikes her out for strike number 3. But damage has been done. We now have a tied ball game here, folks. We're headed into the top of the 5th inning. And the Hornets will now be coming up to bat, trying to add to their runs, that is. So we'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors. We'll be back. Host for the most, the man with the plan, Chris V.
To service, which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at
Real Sports Live, and we're back to the action here. Leading off things here is Harley Elam. She looks at ball one. And in the circle now, pitching for the Eagles is 0-0, Maddie Aguilar. That one just misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. That one goes foul. Doing the camera work here with me is Arisa. All the way from Kingsville, Texas. Go Hogs go. Looks at ball 3 right there. From Portland, Texas, Amy Aguirre checking on in. That one hit over to Birds. Birds going to get it. Shoots it to first. The scoop. And the out. Another tremendous play right there by the shortstop. And then a scoop by the first baseman, Mariah Vasquez, for out number 1. Now batting number 12, Sophie Campbell. Looks at ball 1 high. Strike in the outside corner, and now it's going to give Sophie and Maddie some good friends there. Played travel ball together on the off season. So friend versus friend here. Curveball there, low and away, making it now 2 balls, 1 strike. That one just misses inside. 3-1 on the count. Ball 4, walks her. Sophie is a tremendous hitter, but 2 good hitters right behind her. And Isabella Perez, the catcher, who has a tremendous arm, not afraid to throw it around the horn. And as we've seen that, it's very evident as she's thrown down to second with no problem, with ease it is. This one's hit up in the air. Shortstop converts, misses it. Maddie gets it, throws it on over to second. And we'll get the out. That's a very hard play to make as a runner, that is. Courtesy runner now, number 4. I don't have number 4's name out there to
Number 17, Jade Marino.
give her a shout out there for running. Swing and a miss there on Moreno. for strike number 1. 2 outs. There's still a runner on first. That's number 4. Pitcher versus pitcher in this situation here. This one outside, and she hits that one foul. And quickly goes down. No balls, 2 strikes. That one just missing outside. If you could say the fans gone wild, that's what you hear in the grunts, like, ooh, 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 you know, and that's what they want. They want the calls, but the umpires have the last call, irregardless of what noise effects we make. This one hit high and goes foul, and that one's going to go into the stands. And one of the fans couldn't protect his wife over there. That's Joe Villanueva. We're going to do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner over on first. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Runner will remain over at first. And we're now going to be headed now into the bottom of the 5th inning. And we'll be back shortly after these messages. Once again, I'm the host for the Mills, the man with the plan, Chris V. Along the way. Real Sports Live will be back right after these messages.
Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in the bottom of the 5th. Lisa, the camera girl, helping me out here at Cabinet Softball Complex. And we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Starting off as 0-0, Maddie Aguilar, the new pitcher. So it's pitcher versus pitcher now. And she takes strike 1 right down the middle. Moreno was the last out of the last inning against Maddie Aguilar, the pitcher. Maddie hits this one foul. It's no balls, 2 strikes quickly there. Strike 3 call in the outside corner for out number 1. Brings up the bat now, number 18, Manita Casos. Just misses outside, no balls, 1 strike. Shelby Peel is on deck. Swing and miss on the rise ball there. 1-1 on the strike. Manina's dad, who's unable to be here, being out of town for work, calls his daughter Sweet. Sweet Pea, that is. Hits this one foul, so she stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time is called there by Manina. Moreno asking for the sign and then calls time. Asked the coach, couldn't see the sign correctly. Now she's got it. Moreno is on the rubber, and here is her offering. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and here it is. Just misses outside. Manina wisely lays off that one. Back in my playing day, I would have swung at that one for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rosie giving some shout outs to all the girls coming up to bat. She lays off that one. Now it's a full house. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner for out number 2.
26, Shelby Peel.
Top of the order now, number 26, Shelby Peel. Now Shelby in the bottom of the 4th started things off, broke the no-hitter. She looks at ball 1 outside. Now, and her hit was very close to Lauren Fuller over there, who makes a tremendous running attempt and just missed it, landing right in front of her for the base hit. This one sharply hit right off Sophie's glove, and this one's going to get by Fuller. Peel's going to go 1. She's going to go 2. She's going to come 3. She's going to try to score, folks. She's going to come home. They're telling her to slide. She has an inside the park home run. Shelby Peel comes all the way around. Just off Sophie's glove and then gets rolling by Fuller. And that gives Peel the inside the park home run and the lead now 4-3. With all the 2 outs now, and now brings up the senior, Cassie Cavazos. She's going to take strike 1 on the outside corner. Moreno tunes in and tunes out exactly what happened right now and throws a strike with no fear. And that's what a pitcher does. And here's the offering. Cavazos hits sharp hit over there. What a diving catch. That's an ESPN catch. We got to send that up there. Sophie Campbell laying it out there. Line drive over there to the shortstop. And with that, the Eagles do take a lead here. Now we're headed into the top of the 6th inning. We'll be back shortly after these messages. I'm the host of the Most Man with a Plan, Real Sports Live.
To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And he throws it down.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in the top of the 6th inning. It's a 4-3 game right now in favor of the Eagles, the home team. Jackie Callejo now leads it off for the Hornets. And she'll take ball 1 outside. Big swing and a miss right there. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. And reading some comments there, Alma Tobias, speed kills. Patricia Shipley, former Eagle parent of Alyssa Vasquez, says, woohoo. Rosie Cantu said, let's go defense. 2-1 on the count. Just misses on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. And we're in the top of the 6th inning. Just misses that outside corner. Jackie will get walked.
14, Sydney Salinas.
Now batting number 14, Sydney Salinas, the third baseman. Looks at strike 1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one hit deep to left field. This one's going back, has a chance. Off the wall. That's going to be a long single. Salinas gets into that one right there with no outs. Hits a little bit above midway of the fence. Almost got all of that one to get out of here and give him the lead by 1 there. Now brings up to bat now number 5, Lauren Fuller, the left fielder. So there are no outs. There are runners on first and second. Looks at ball 1 there. This one hit over the third baseman. She drops the ball. That's an error. So that'll load the bases up now. with no outs.
Lady Nunez.
Brings up to bat number 6, Leticia Nunez. Looks at ball 1. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Leticia works a hit. This one hit high. First baseman calls it this time. Now there's the communication that coach likes. You know, any coach, you got to communicate in the side, and that's exactly what happened. Mariah makes the catch for out number 1. But that brings up the top of the order now. Number 3, Serena Juarez. She looks at strike 1. Fielder's choice at last at bat. This one hit up the middle, and it has a chance to fall. It does fall. 1 run comes in. There's going to be a play at home. No, 2 runs come in for a 2 RBI single. So Jackie comes on in, then Sydney comes on in racing from second. Fuller will advance on over to second base. Still with 1 out. Brings up. Looks at ball 1 inside there. So the Hornets take the lead right back here in the top of the 6th inning. Looks at ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes right there. And quickly goes down 3-0 on the count here to Harley. Now, if you remember correctly, Harley Elam, first at bat, hit that solo shot right over the 200-foot mark in left field. So 3-0 on the count. Potentially has a green light at this at bat. Here's the offering. Takes ball 4. This will load the bases up now. So with that, Coach Salinas calls time, and the starter comes back in, number 19, Sarah Gonzalez. We'll be back shortly after these messages.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Sarah Gonzalez checks back in, the original starting pitcher. Bases are loaded now for Sophie Campbell. She takes strike 1 outside. – That one's in the dirt, and a run is going to come in now. 1 ball, 1 strike there. Runners now on second and third. It's 1-1 on the count. This one's sharply hit, and another run is going to come in. Throw to third. So now you have runners on the corners. That's Elam on over at third, and now Sophie Campbell over at first after the sharp through the 5-6 hole. Still with 1 out. Swing and a miss right there. This is the catcher, Perez, batting. It's a ball low and inside, bounces in the catcher's glove. Making it 1-1 on the count. This one's hit deep to left field. This one has a chance. And that's gone for a 3-run bomb. She's going to touch them all there. Giving them now a 10-4 lead. That was the catcher. Now, as a pitcher, Sarah Gonzalez got to get in there and still pitch. You know, just like I was talking about Moreno, who is now batting right here with 1 out. And continue pitching and do the best you can as a pitcher, have short-term memory. Ball 1 outside corner. Big 7-run inning right there for the Hornets. This one hit sharply into the 5-6 hole. And now we'll start back up with Jackie Callejo, who started off the inning with a walk. Courtesy runner number 1 coming in for Moreno, the pitcher.
Point number 15, Jackie Callejo.
Runner with a big lead goes to second. And that is a stolen base, had a delayed steal there. Canales just overthrows Burge, who was converting over there to second. This one hit into right field. That one's going to land right behind the second baseman. She's going to get it, shoot it on over to third. And now puts runners on the corners.
So point number 14, Cindy Salinas.
Now Salinas last at bat hit one between like about 5 to 7 feet underneath the palm tree over there in left center field. Just missing a 2-run bomb her last at bat. Looks at ball one right there. Two balls, no strikes now. On the pass ball, runner advance. Jackie advance on over to second. Quickly down 3-0. Mariah talking to Sarah, trying to calm her down, just to throw pitches, throw strikes. Let your defense work is what I basically would think. Runner on second and third again with one out. And that one hits her, loads the bases up. Brings up the bat now the left fielder, Lauren Fuller, number 5. Looks at ball one there. This one hit the center field. Almost burned the center fielder, but she goes back and retreats for out number 2. Safe at third. Run comes in on a sac fly.
Number 6, Lydia Nunez.
Looks at ball one. So Nunez last at bat was the first out of that inning. It was a foul ball territory over the first baseman, making the catch, Mariah Vasquez. 11-4 right now in favor of the Hornets. Strike one called. 1-1 on the count now. There are 2 outs. There are runners in the corners. This one hit high. This one goes into nowhere's land. I don't think Canales knew where it was. She didn't remove her mask to look for it, I don't think, either. And goes into foul ball territory. 1 ball, 2 strikes there. I think she thought it was above the net. This one hit to left field. Peel makes it for out number 3. But several damages have been done for the Hornets. The nest has been awoken. It is now 11-4 in favor of the Hornets. And we're now headed into the bottom of the 6th inning. I apologize, didn't switch that number. I think I did it inadvertently, trying to look for the symbols. But once again, I'm the host of the Most and Man with the Plan, Chris V, along with camera girl Arissa in the house. We'll be back shortly after these messages for our sponsors. Real Sports Live.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants. And so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. And we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. It is an 11-4 lead in favor of the Hornets. We're starting off here in the bottom of the 6th with Jazz Canales, number 5, the catcher. On deck is number 8, Mariah Vasquez. And she looks at strike 1. Moreno bringing some heat right there on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike there. This one hit up the middle for a base hit. Brings it to bat now, number 8, Mariah Vasquez, the first baseman. On deck is number 14, Amanda Ramos. Looks at ball 1 away outside. Rosie Cantu says, liking the view now. So here we go. She comes in tight and inside, 2 balls, no strikes. She gets into this one and goes to right field. Jackie to convert. That's going to land in front of Jackie. Jazz will advance to second. Long single there for Mariah Vasquez. So now that brings up number 14, Amanda Ramos. Just lands in front of Jackie Chan over there in right field. There are no outs. Runners again on first and second. Brings up Amanda Ramos. Her last at bat hit it to the left center wall for the double. And she looks at ball 1 in the dirt there. It's 11-4 lead for the Hornets. The nest was bothered there, and the Hornets came swarming out. Looks at ball 2 outside. Just off the plate. Three and on the count now. A little high and outside there. And here's the offering now. Ball 4 is called. So now that'll load the bases up. with no outs.
Next to the plate, number 7, Alyssa Burge.
Now Burge has hit into the 4-3, as well as a fly ball into the left fielder. So with bases loaded, no outs, Burge trying to do something here for her Eagles. To get back in the game. And she's going to look at ball 1. She gets in this one, and Sophie's going to go back, and that one's going to fall. 1 run's going to come in, and there's going to be a play at plate. Mariah's going to come in sliding. So 2 runs come in for the Eagles. Amanda advances on over to third, and Burge with a stand-up double there. Now runners on second and third, no outs. Brings up Liz Solis, number 20.
Liz Solis.
No out still. She gets this one and just goes foul. Got a different camera today, so it's pretty cool. It's a lot bigger than the camera I had. Looks like the arm extender may have worked. Nope. Talking to my camera gal, sorry. Inside communication here. Liz hits this one, now foul. Now they're down 0-2 quickly there on 2 foul balls. So as you can see, you have runners on second and third. There are no outs. Liz is now down, no balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. She hits this one foul, stays alive, goes over there in the Miller area. Bucks are warming up over there. Stays the same here in the bottom of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. She looks at that one, ball in the dirt. Now Perez, tremendous job doing the blocking to block that ball. If that ball gets by her, then you have the runner over at third, Amanda Ramos, who could potentially try to score. But Perez, being a wall there, brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. She looks at ball 2 now. Now it's 2-2 on the count. Solis trying to do something to help out her Eagles here, second baseman. That's going to be ball 3 right there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It is a full count. Now, in this situation, a walk is as good as a hit for Liz. And Moreno trying to do her job to sit her down or make her do something else. Liz just gets a foul tip. And she stays alive there. What a battle here between Moreno and Solis. Welcome to the Coastal Bend softball realm over here. Hornets, Eagles right now. Hornets with 11-6 lead right now. Solis puts this one in play. Hits it over Campbell's head. 1 run's going to come in. Burge is going to try to score. And there's no play at the plate. 2 runs come in. Solis with a single. And then advances on over to second on the throw. Brings up now the pitcher, Sarah Gonzalez. And so you put the ball in play. Things happen like that. Sophie, a tremendous shortstop, just hops over her head for the base hit. Now again, the re-entry is Sarah Gonzalez. Hits this one foul. Still again, no outs, runner on second. 11-8. Sarah's first and only at bat was a strikeout looking on the outside corner. Moreno still cool as ice there as a pitcher, and that's what you got to do as a pitcher. You got to remain cool and collective, and that's what Moreno's doing right there. So it's no balls, 1 strike on the foul ball. Here we go with no outs. She looks at the ball 1 low. Brings it now 1-1 on the count. Manita Cavazos is on deck. She looks. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Making it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sarah calls time. Regroups. And now ball 2. One ball, 2 strikes. So I believe it's now full count, but let me see what the blue has. Or is it 2-2? The blue has not put up the sign, but we're going to go with 2-2 then. And here's the offering by Moreno. Sarah gets into this one. This one has a chance. And that one is gone. Sarah has hit a 2-run bomb. Helps herself out. Sarah did a tremendous job of being patient at the plate and does a tremendous job of just being patient and driving it. It's now an 11-10 game. The hitting parade has begun for both squads. Flower Bluff has 12 hits, the Eagles with 10. The Eagles with 1 error. And so with that said, we will be back shortly after these messages as Flower Bluff coach takes a quick timeout. And we'll be back after this. Word from our sponsors, Real Sports Live, on host of the Most Man Plan, Chris V.
In a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. The new pitcher is number 11. I don't have the roster to tell you her name.
Number 18, Manila Cavazos.
That brings up to bat no Manila Cavazos. Right now, is hitless, is looking for her first hit of the game here. Off-speed pitch right there for strike number 1. Looks at ball 1, low and inside for 1-1 on the count. Cavazos puts this on play, hits it over to Sophie. Sophie gets it, shoots it at first, and the nice scoop over there for out number 1 for the Hornets. Now the top of the order with 1 out. 26, Shelby Peel, the left fielder. Peel sharply hit to right field. She's going to get a leadoff single there with 1 out. With 1 out, Cassie Cavazos now coming to the bat. Number 6.
Number 6, Cassie Cavazos.
She looks at ball 1 with Peel on over at first. Canales is on deck. She looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Little off-speed pitch right there. 1-1 on the count. Here is the pitch. She sharply hits that up the middle. Back-to-back singles. For the Eagles there. Starting it back up, who led off the inning with a single there was Jazz Canales. She looks at ball 1. Throw down to second. Peel is there. One ball. Canales looks at ball 1. That's a strike 1 on the outside corner there. In the circle, I have number 11, Guerra. coming in to pitch for the Hornets. 1-1 in the count. She reaches for that one, and that one goes foul. That one's ball low. Runners stay there. Great block by Perez. Keeps both runners there. Great wheels on the bases there. Cavazos over at first. Peel on second. Swing and a miss there. For out number 2.
Now to the plate, number 8, Mariah Vasquez.
Brings up the bat now, number 8, Mariah Vasquez, the first baseman. Looks at ball one outside. Gets this one, hits the center field. Center fielder converging. The ball is dropped. 1 run comes in. She's safe at second. So that's going to be another base hit for Mariah. It is a single, and then she'll advance to second on the throw. So now you have runners on second and third. Mariah's over at second. Cavazos over at third. Peel scored. And that's Amanda Ramos, now number 14. There are 2 outs. It is 11-11 now. Hornets scored 5 in their top of the 6th, and the Eagles now have scored 7 in the bottom of the 6th. Tying it up again. The hitting parade continues. Amanda sharply hits at the 5-6 hole. 1 run comes in. There's going to be play, no play at home. Amanda goes to second. She's going to be safe at second. So 2 runs come in for the Eagles. So Cassie scored. Mariah comes in to score. And Amanda Ramos with another single advances on over to second after the throw and the error in left field. So now the Eagles have a 13-11 lead, and now the hitting parade continues still.
Next up, play for the Eagles, number 7, Alyssa Bird.
Two outs, runner on second. Shortstop, Alyssa Birds is now batting. Birds gets in this one, hits it left field, and makes an amazing catch out there. But folks, some damage has been done for the Eagles. They fought back in here. It's now going to the top of the 7th inning. I'm Real Sports Live, the host of the most, the man of the plan, along with Arissa, and we'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought.
Real Sports Live, and we are back. It's the top of the order for the Hornets, and that's who they went up here. Serena Juarez, the little slapper here in the top of the 7th inning. 13-11 lead now for the Eagles in the top of the 7th inning. Sarah Gonzalez in the circle here, trying to shut it down for the Eagles. Juarez sharply hits that over there to foul ball territory into the Miller Buck area, the warming up area. Serena right now is 1 for 3. Hits that one into foul ball territory. Foul ball is called. So she is down, no balls, 2 strikes. The home plate umpire said she caught it in foul ball territory. So the coach from Flower Bluff saying that she got the ball in fair and got it in fair and went to foul, but no matter what or how we say it, the blue has the final say. Been there and done it as a fan, and it's very discouraging. No balls, 2 strikes. We're going to do it again for Serena. Hits that one foul. Looks at ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hits that one over to third baseman. She scoops it, throws it on over to first for out number 1.
Number 2, center fielder Harley Elam.
Brings up now number 2, Harley Elam. Right now, she is 1 for 2 with a solo shot and 2 walks. Looks at ball 1 and away. Strike 1 call in the outside corner there. 1-1 on the count. That's foul ball. She goes down now, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. And here's the offering. This one goes back. We're going to do it again. Elam battles there. Hits that one foul back. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 1 out. Elam in the box. Gonzalez in the circle, and here is the offering. We're going to do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, and we're going to do it right here. Sarah's on the rubber. She gets her sign. And here's the offering. A lot of spin on that one, goes way outside. Ramos came in and talked to Sarah first. Now Mariah comes and gives her a little pep talk. And it's a full count here. Number 12, Sophie Campbell is on deck. And the offering comes full house. This one hit high in the air. Left fielder's going to call it. And she gets under it for out number 2. The Hornets are now down to their final out. It's 13-11 in favor of the Eagles, but you got the big hitter, Sophie Campbell, up, number 12, the shortstop.
Next is number 12, Sophie Campbell.
And the pitch. Just misses outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. 2-0 on the count now. The pitch. 3-0 now. Campbell trying to give some hope still to the Hornets here with 2 outs. 3-0 on the count. On deck, Isabel Perez, who last at bat hit a towering bomb out of here. She looks at strike 1. 3-1 on the count now. Hornets baseball happening over there, playing Moody Trojans behind us in Cabinets baseball field. They're about to start their game. 3-1 on the count, 2 outs. And here we go. This one is sharply hit into the gap. That one's going to get down. 1 base, 2 bases, a stand-up double for Sophie. So the Hornets still battling right there in the top of the 7th inning, folks. With 2 outs. They're down to their last out. But Perez is batting. Perez is 1 for 4 with that towering bomb. Time is called. They're going to walk Perez intentionally. So that puts runners now on first and second. That brings up the pitcher, Jade Moreno. Courtesy runners now coming in there for the catcher over there, who's been the same number 4. And this may be a re-entry because Moreno wasn't pitching, but she probably came in for Guerra since she was a starter. Starters can re-enter. So you got runners on first and second now. 2 outs. And the pitch. Moreno hits that one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Run's going to come home. Sophie, there's going to be a play at home. No, there isn't. Moreno with an RBI single.
That's the number 15, Jackie Vallejo.
Still with 2 outs. It's now 13-12. Okay, the blue is making a change right here. He's saying that she doesn't have a courtesy runner because she wasn't pitching. So Moreno has to run. 13-12 still with runners on the corners. Sophie scored. Here's a pitch. Strike one called, and this is Jackie Callejo. Jackie with a little single over to the right side. Her last at bat. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two, and the Hornets are now down to their final strike. I think the umpire said flashlight.
No flash photography allowed at the stadium after dark. We appreciate your help with this. Thank you.
I thought the umpire was mad at me for saying something and said no flash photography, so we're going to do it again. It is no ball, 2 strikes. The runners in the corners, 2 outs. Sarah on the rubber, and here is the pitch. That one hit up the middle. Jackie does a good job of doing a hit and ties up the game, folks. We're going to do it again. 13-13. Runners now on first and second with 2 outs.
14, Sydney Salinas.
Brings up the other dangerous hitter, Sydney Salinas, for the Hornets. Two singles, a strikeout, and a walk. Hit by pitch. She gets into this one. Center fielder converging. Second baseman makes back and makes the out. It's tied ball game, folks. We are now headed into the bottom of the 7th inning, but the Hornets fly out of the nest and tie it up 13-13. They were down by 2 runs, but they have battled back. It's 14 hits to 14 hits. I mean, this is a game. Great programs over at Flower Bluff and at Veterans Memorial, and this is what you want here in the Coastal Bend area. Well-coached teams, great student athletes, and we're coming to you back here after this break. Real Sports Live, the host of the most on the plan, Chris V, will be back shortly.
Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in
Real Sports Live is back in the house here at Cabness Softball Complex. It is 13-13. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning with the Eagles. They have a chance to win the game here if they get a run across the plate. Starting off is Liz Solis, number 20, who got a single her last at bat. And here's the first offering to her. Right up the middle. She's going to start off with a single. And Sarah Gonzalez, last plate appearance, hit a towering shot over to the palm tree area, right between the palm tree and the left light pole over there. She is 1 for 2. And Moreno, who's back in the circle for the Hornets. Moreno throws a smoking fastball on the outside corner. Smoking, just like the word brought to you by The Mask, Jim Carrey. Smoking right there. No balls, 1 strike here. Here's the offering. Sarah with a swing and a miss there. Quickly goes down, no balls, 2 strikes. Sarah's getting a pep talk from Coach Salinas there. No balls, 2 strikes. Moreno, who checked back in last inning in the top of the 7th inning to come and hit for Guerra. So has to go back in the circle. No balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. Looks at ball 1 outside. It's Manita Cavazos on deck for the Eagles. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Fouls that one off. Solis did a great job getting on base with a single. Perez with a very strong arm behind the plate. I think Coach Salinas trying to play a little conservative, not want to steal with Perez's strength of her arm there at catcher. Trying to let Sarah do some work here in the box, helping out her own cause as the pitcher. 13-13, no outs, runner on first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moreno pitching and Gonzalez hitting. That was strike 3 on the outside corner there. For out number 1. Brings up to bat now Manina Cavazos, the DP. Trying to get her first hit of the game here, and it would be huge for the Eagles if she's able to. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 outside. No balls, 1 strike. Moreno throwing the heat outside. And we're going to do it again. Swing and a miss there. For strike 2. And the pitch to her. Strike 3 in the outside corner. Now the top of the order, number 26 is Shelby Peel. With 2 outs, runner on first. Three for 4 Peel. With 2 singles and that inside the park home run and the strikeout. But seeing the ball very well, 3 for 4. Hits that one foul. No balls, one strike, and here we go. Liz on first. Peel on the box. She's going to go to. The ball goes to left field. Liz did not see anybody. Perez threw it down. That's what you taught as a catcher. You throw it down. But no one was covering. And Perez with a shot on the base. But down, no balls, 2 strikes to Peel now. Tremendous throw and great for the Hornets, and it bounced out the base and ran into the glove of the left fielder, Fuller. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one's outside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. And as I say, the fans are disgruntled, but again, I've been there and done that. And it doesn't help the cause with the umpire. He's got the final say. It's very difficult as a fan to control yourselves, but it's just the emotions here. 13-13. Down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 7th. Peel strikes out, and we're going to do it again. We're going extra innings here. So now we're headed into extra innings, folks. We're going into the 8th inning. So it's 13-13. Hornets coming up to bat. Eagles going on defense, and we'll be back shortly after these messages. I'm the host of the Most Man on the Planet, Chris V. Real Sports Live.
Items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
Real Sports Live, and we're back to the action. The top of the 8th inning, folks. 13-13. Starting off left fielder number 5, Lauren Fuller. On deck is number 6, Leticia Nunez for the Hornets. It's a swing and a miss for strike 1 there for Fuller. Looks at ball 1 there. Fuller with a sac bunt, a strikeout. Error, got on the error, sac fly, and coming up for 5th plate appearance. Swing and miss there. Looks like she got a foul tip of it. One ball, 2 strikes. This one hit high at first baseman calling for it. She's going to make the out for out number 1.
Plate number 6, Lady Nunez.
Now batting is Leticia Nunez. Looks at ball 1. Nunez with a fielder's choice. Strikeout and 2 fly balls. That one hit up the middle in the no man's land, and she will get a single. Now brings up the top of the order there. Number 3, Serena Juarez.
Number 3, Serena Juarez.
Juarez hits this one foul. Hits that one over the shortstop, so there's going to be 1 at second, and not going to be safe at first. I mean, she'll be safe at first. So that's a fielder's choice there.
Number 2, Harley Elam.
Looks at ball 1 outside. Here's the offering to her. This one hit to the left field gap again. Bounces off the wall. They're going to bring that in quickly. And now you have runners on second and third. And that's Elam with a stand-up double. Campbell with a double, a single, a walk, and hit into the 5-3 for first at bat. She looks at strike 1. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Hornets trying to do something to get on the board. One ball, 1 strike there. Just misses outside. Looks at ball 2 inside, low and inside. 2-1 on the count. Here's the pitch to Sophie. Sophie's going to get into this one. This one has a chance. It's going back. Dive attempt. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. It is a stand-up double for Sophie Campbell. Brings up to bat now number 9, Isabel Perez, with 2 outs, runner on second. This one's going to be hit up the middle. 1 run is going to be trying to score. There's going to be a play at the plate. Nope. RBI single now. For Perez, and on the throw, she will go to second. And this is with 2 outs. Curtis Renner over there, number 4, goes in for Perez, the catcher. 16-13 lead for the Hornets. This with 2 outs. They got the 3 runs right here with 2 outs. This is their heart of their lineup right here. Sharply hit. That one's going to get by Burge. That one's going to go to the wall. And another run comes in for the Hornets. So that's an RBI single for Moreno. So Jackie Callejo comes up to bat with 2 outs, runner on first, with a 4-run lead for the Hornets. Looks at ball 1 right there. Callejo with a great at bat. Got that single. She's got another single. 3 singles and 2 walks. She hits this one high and deep to center. Cavazos makes the grab for out number 3. But damage has been done, folks. We are headed into the bottom of the 8th inning. That's right, we're in the 8th inning, folks. 17-13 lead for the Hornets. The nest was rattled, and they come swarming out. So here come the Eagles now. 19 hits in favor of the Hornets to 15 for the Eagles. We'll be back shortly after these messages by our sponsors for the bottom of the 8th inning.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Real Sports Live, and we're back to the action here in the bottom of the 8th inning, folks. That's right, the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 17-13 in favor of the Hornets. And Eagles now at their last at bat need to score the 4 to tie, 5 to win it. I mean, anything's possible here with this game that's been going 19 hits to 15 in favor of the Hornets, and they're up 17-13. Here's the first pitch to her. Swings down at that one, try to chop slice that one down. Strike 1 there. Trying to do what she can to get on base. Puts that one over to Sophie. It's going to be a close play at first. Out at first. Now batting the catcher, number 5, Jazz Canales. Looks at ball 1 inside. Canales trying to get on. Looks at ball 2 inside. Canales with a fly ball to the shortstop. Back-to-back singles and then a strikeout. Last at bat. She's quickly up 3-0 on the count. Moreno, pitcher for the Hornets. And here we go with 1 out. She's going to take strike 1. 31 on the count. Again, trying to do what she can to get on. Eagles do need runners to make this back a game. And she takes 2 strikes. She quickly goes down now to a full count. Moreno battles back after being down 3-0 and comes back to make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See what she throws right here with a full count. That ball's an inside-out swing. Canales will get on with a single. So with 1 out, runner on first. Mariah Vasquez hit into Sophie 5-3, or correction 6-3. And then that home run and back-to-back singles. So she's 3 for 4 tonight. 5th plate appearance tonight. Canales over there at first with 1 out. And Moreno in the circle. Here's her first offering to her. She gets in this one. That one's going back, and that has a chance. It's an opposite field home run, folks. She has 2 home runs in the game. It's 15 now to 17. Mariah with 2 home runs in the game. Brings up now Amanda Ramos.
Already plate number 14, Amanda Ramos.
Still 1 out. It is 17-15 in favor of the Hornets. Amanda Ramos in the box. She looks at strike 1 outside. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. Still got another game coming your way. 2 games tonight. Sinton taking on Corpus Christi Miller. Coming in about 10 minutes after the game when this one is actually completed. No balls, 2 strikes. Moreno. She stays alive. Amanda Ramos, that is. No balls, 2 strikes. She puts it in play, hits it to Moreno. Moreno quickly shoots it over to first for out number 2. So now the Eagles are down to their final out, down by 2 runs. Now batting is number 7, Alyssa Burge, the shortstop. There are 2 outs. Burge in the box, and here's the offering from Moreno. She looks at strike one on the outside corner. Burge gets under this one, that goes foul back. Hits right over my head and throws corrosion from the rooftops on top of my computer and mine and Arissa's hit. So now they're down, Eagles down to their final strike. And I think we're looking for softballs to complete this game. It's been such a long game. Balls have been all over the place. Foul balls, home runs. I mean, tremendous hitting by both squads all around. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles down to their final strike and the final out. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Burge gets under this one. This one's high in the air, but Sophie's going to catch it. And that'll complete this tremendous game, folks. What a game. The Hornets win this game. Battle, and the Eagles battled as well. Great competition. My tip my hat to both teams in a tremendous battle of Eagles and the Hornets. Congratulations to the Hornets' victory. And, you know, for the battle for the Eagles, but it comes down to the out, the final out there in the 8th inning, folks. So with that said, we are done. Hornets win 17-15. Real Sports Live. Game 2 coming your way. Sinton taking on Corpus Christi Miller. We'll be back after these messages.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle.